Hello dear students, today's lesson is Unit 1, What Connects Us? Here is the vocabulary list for this unit. Adapt. Make something suitable for a new use or purpose, which also mean modify. Admit. Confess to be true or to be the case. Appearance. The way that someone or something looks. Conform. Comply with rules, standards, or laws. Conformist. A person who conforms to accepted behavior or established practices. Convince. To cause someone to believe firmly in the truth of something. Criticize. Indicate the faults of someone or something in a disapproving way. Do your own thing. Follow one's own interests or inclinations, regardless of others. Expression. The action of making known one's thoughts or feelings. Follow the crowd. Go along with the majority or do what most others are doing. Have something in common. Have a specified amount or degree of shared interests or characteristics. Influential. Having great influence on someone or something. Justify. Show or prove to be right or reasonable. Outsider. A person who doesn't belong to a particular organization or profession. Peer group. A group of people usually of similar age, background, and social status. Peer pressure. Influence from members of one's peer group. Persuade. Induce someone to do something through reasoning or argument. Practice. The actual application or use of an idea, belief, or method as opposed to theories relating to it. Reaction. Something done, felt, or thought in response to a situation or event. Rebel. A person who rises in opposition or armed resistance against an established government or leader. Stand out in a crowd. To be very noticeable and different among a group of people or things that are very similar. Stubborn. Having or showing dogged determination not to change one's attitude or position on something, especially in spite of good arguments or reasons to do so. Talk somebody into something is to persuade someone to do something or to decide to do something. Talk somebody out of something to persuade someone not to do something or to decide not to do something. Treatment. The manner in which someone behaves towards or deals with someone or something. Trust. Firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone or something. Understanding. The ability to understand something, which also means comprehension. Now it's time for the grammar, talking about past states and habits. We talk about what we used to do in the past. We use used to plus the infinitive, the verb in the infinitive form, to talk about past states that are no longer true. Like, I used to have long hair, now it's really short. Layla didn't used to like basketball, but now she's a big fan. So we use used to talk about past things or past events or states that are no longer true. My hair, I used to have a very long hair, now it's short. We also use used to plus the infinitive to talk about repeated past actions that are no longer happen, or repeated current actions that did not happen in the past. Like I only used to read non-fiction books. The sentence itself now, it means that now I do not read only non-fiction books. I read many kinds or many sorts of books. I did not used to read novels, but now I love them. In the past, I used to read novels. I did not used to read novels, but now I love them. In the affirmative sentences, we use any of the pronouns I, you, he, she, it, they, used to, plus the verb in infinitive. In the negative sentences, we use I, you, he, she, it, we, they, did not, used to, plus the verb in the infinitive. In the yes or no questions, or the questions and short answers, we start the question with did, then any pronoun he, she, it, I, you, they, then the verb use in the infinitive form, then to plus the verb in infinitive form. Like, did I used to study here? Did she used to study here? Yes, she did, or no, she didn't. We can also use would plus the infinitive to talk about repeated actions in the past, and they no longer happen now. It also means it's the same as used to. We can use used to or would plus the infinitive. Like, I lived next door to a girl named Mona, and we would walk to school together every day. It's the same as we used to walk together. Would walk, used to walk. In this sentence, they mean the same. But we do not use would to talk about past states or being that are no longer true. Like, I used to believe adults knew everything. When I was young, I used to believe that grown-ups, people who are older than us, I used to think that they know everything. But I can't use would believe instead of used to believe. In the meaning of this sentence, would does not mean the same as used to. The simple past. We use the simple past, the past simple tense, when we talk about things that happened once in the past or at a specific time in the past and it never happened again. Like, I made a new friend named Kim, and that's it. I do not usually do that. I do not usually make friends with someone named Kim. I once made friends with him, and that's it. I cannot say I used to make a new friend called Kim. There are not many Kims. There are only one Kim. So it happened only once. When an action that happened only once, I use the past simple tense, not used to. Okay, what about adapting to change? I use verb to be plus used to plus the verb in the ing form to talk about things or situations in our lives that are normal for us because we are accustomed to them, or not normal for us because they are new. Like, she's used to getting up early. She's working on this. She's getting used to getting up early. Or we're not used to the weather. I can't adapt with this weather. It's too hot. We can use be used to in the past. I wasn't used to the noise when I first moved to a big city. When I first came here, I was not used to the noise. I was used to driving on the left because I lived in Australia. People who live in Australia or any European country, they used to drive on the left side of the car, not the right side of the car. No. So she used to drive on the left side. We use get used to and ing or noun to talk about the process of new things becoming normal to us. I'm getting used to getting up early, or I'm getting used to speaking English every day, or have you gotten used to the new timetable yet? I'm getting used to it. We can use different tenses and structures with get used to, like Isam soon got used to walking to school, talking the past. He got used خلاص. So past simple. Hakim hasn't gotten used to the food yet. He's still working on it. You'll probably get used to eating dinner at 5 o'clock in the future. I can get used to the sound of traffic in the present time. Till now, I can't get used to it. Thank you and goodbye.